Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps. I will be your master of ceremonies, and I am joined by four mystifying players. Zach Brass.
Zach Brass.
Dom Brass.
Dom Brass.
Nate Brass.
What's up, Internet? I'm Nate Brass.
And Tyler Knittle.
Tie Guy!
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game published by Magpie Games. Now, I understand that Tyler did something pretty interesting this week that he may want to talk about.
Zach was there too.
Zach was there too. Cool. That's not necessarily what we're going to talk about because while you guys did go to a protest and you took part in some activism and
fuck ice.
Civic duties, I have something that I want to talk about too that I think is going to be pretty interesting, and so I think we should put it up to a vote. Do you guys want to talk about Tyler and Zach doing blah, or do you guys want to talk about potato chips?
Ooh.
Right?
I can talk about potato chips.
We are in the snack. Well, four of us are in the snack belt.
Nice.
Sounds like the decision is made. Sorry, listeners.
Fine. We'll just whatever, dude. We'll talk about potato chips.
The point to me and Zach's story is fuck ice. Continue.
Yeah, fuck ice.
Potato chips. They're pretty good, right?
I mean, yeah.
Great snack. I like the salt and vinegar kettle cooked kind best. That's my choice.
Salt and vinegar peak all the way.
Interesting.
That's a good one.
I used to really hate salt and vinegar chips. I've always had a strong reaction to like vinegar heavy flavors, and so like absolutely could not eat them as a kid. But
That's totally understandable. Some people aren't born
Sour,
perfect.
Strong flavor.
A few
Nice.
years ago, I was visiting my parents, and the only kind of chip they had in the house was salt and vinegar, and I just wanted to eat some chips, and so I forced my way through it, and by like the 6th or 7th chip I was like, these aren't terrible.
They're my favorite.
That's so real.
Since I was a little
like,
kid too, by the way. This isn't like some weird adult taste thing. I was like absolutely killing bags of that shit when I was 5.
No, you were a demon. But it was, it was good. It was a good call, but he was a little demon about that stuff. And when you're brothers, you have to like pick different stuff. So I couldn't like salt and vinegar at the same time. So I would like branch off into other chip flavors. And, to mix for
Dom
varying
liked
results.
the sour cream and onion ones because they were green.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. Yeah, there was that. And I think, honestly, because I had a on and off relationship with onion, it was really a pretty confusing dilemma when I was a kid. I'm like, I'm not crazy about these, but green flavor is usually good, so let's go green flavor.
Oh, that's an interesting question on its own. What is the best flavor bag color, like independent of the flavors themselves? Green is strong, I think, across the board.
I think blue and orange usually.
Yeah, I think blue and orange tend to be good contenders.
I hate it, but that feels like
thought
such a
was-
safe
I'm
spot.
on team green. You got jalapeno chips and you got
Ooh, that's good.
sour cream and onion. So I'm on team green.
The problem
Those
with
bags are always green.
the problem with blue is that while a bunch of blue flavors, your Cool Ranch Doritos are
Those aren't
quite
potato
good.
chips.
They're not potato chips. I'm expanding beyond potato chip.
No, yeah,
here.
I'm absolutely counting Dorito.
But I feel like blue is also often like a default plain flavor, and I don't want a default.
See,
all the time.
It's a
I
ruffle.
think the thing about blue is it's often default, but like it's default for a reason. It's usually a good standard default to go to. My issue with saying green here is I think green can be too experimental. Where you'll get
fun.
You'll get pickle flavored
Yeah.
things. You'll
Dill
get
chips are awesome.
No,
I
that's
love
fun.
pickle-flavored
Pickle
things.
flavor is fun. But having that salt and vinegar, and then you have your Cooler Ranch, and then honestly having my like lightly salted, that's pretty peak actually, because that's like it's just a chill, good chip. And to be honest, I don't eat chips that much, so I don't eat every kind. And if I'm eating a bunch of chips, yeah, I do want to eat like pineapple, freaking anchovy flavored chips, but they're all going to be different colors. So if I got to pick one color, I think blue's pretty strong.
See, here's the problem.
Purple?
No. Base chips for different chip makers are different colors. Like hers is green, Lay's is yellow, Goods is red and white.
Well, yeah, that's not a problem. That's a solution, right?
Martin's
You
is
just
white.
made your argument for green even stronger.
So we need to decide which is the best base potato chip.
I don't think we
Who's
do.
got it?
I think we need to see what color is the best.
Goods is the
like,
Lay's.
grounding. There has been green salt
I
and
don't
vinegar.
particularly
so green's
care
got
for
that
hers.
actually sometimes.
Yeah, hers are too like sharp.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of seem low quality.
I'm not inventive. I'm not creative here, guys.
Well,
I like
you guys
Lay's over
big?
Ruffles personally.
Oh yeah, I would. I like Ruffles. But yeah, generally I get Lay's.
I think I would go Ruffles
Ruffles
over
are kind of fun.
Lay.
I think I'd go Ruffle now just because I don't see them as much, and they're pretty fun.
Ruffles, I think, are a little crunchier, a little denser.
Yeah, I
More
think that
meat
their
on the
denseness
bone. More
sometimes
potato.
is weird. I don't know.
I might
Like,
but like to be honest, I always have just standard Lays, so Ruffles sounds really good.
I do want to backtrack real quick to Zach mentioning purple. I think purple is a low-key strong color.
Same, right?
I
There's
would
actually a
agree
lot of good
wholeheartedly
chips.
with
Not
that.
a lot of purple
Well,
flavors.
okay.
But I feel like the ones that are
But
there
when it hits,
are
it hits.
really good. Like the purple Doritos.
Yeah,
I think so.
good.
Yeah, they're the best Doritos.
We're all thinking of the purple Doritos.
I was
which are
thinking of the
just
barbecue
kinda
Lays, to be honest, which are also
Barbecue Lays are
incredible.
still good, although
No, yeah, I
honestly,
believe
barbecue
that.
is one of the weakest potato chip flavors in my personal
base.
opinion.
You're crazy.
no, it's true.
No, I think it's a good flavor. I understand where you're coming from, but I think it's stronger than you give it credit.
No, I think it's too sweet
yeah.
for me.
I never
whatever,
I
dude.
never go
I
for
like my
barbecue.
salty
Purple one is
snacks
like
to
a
be really
spicy-
salty.
Barbecue, though.
Yeah, but
That's
it's got
the
a
point
lot of
purple.
sweetness too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, and it's good.
spicy
It
sweet. It's a
enhances.
duo that you want.
Yeah, just like
In
those
that
stupid
particular
Doritos
instance,
that
they're
we
not-
love.
Yeah, but
Those
they're not
things are like
spicy.
sugar. They're so sweet.
I know, but those
Yeah.
ones are actually kind of spicy.
They are, but they're so good.
So the
Purple is
spiciness
really
wins it over.
strong, for sure. And I think you get a lot of spicy purple.
Purple's strong. I'm not a huge red guy. Like
I mean, I like red Doritos better than Cool
the
Ranch
red
personally.
Doritos are fine.
I could go either.
And maybe red is not quite the right color to categorize this, but in my, at least I'm imagining them as it is. But Flamin' Hot, it just across the board, I think is super overrated.
Depends
I
on the
disagree
flaming
with
hot,
you there,
but yeah.
but I like flaming
I
hot.
kind of like Flamin' Hot, but when I was a kid, in third grade, I used to eat what what was those hot fries?
The hot fries.
You know those little,
yes,
I used to eat a shit ton of
Yeah,
those.
Flamin' Hot works.
It was
if
like
they're-
one of
if
those
they're
weird
poofy cheese things. That's where
it was
the
way
best.
in our school to eat hot fries. It was basically
Yeah,
the
it was like
coolest
really
thing.
in vogue, and like I always really liked spicy food, so I was cool because I would just like pound one of these bags, and like all the other third graders were just like, "Oh man, how can you handle all that spice?" And I'm just like, "Give me another bag."
Yeah,
Zach
we were
with just
pretty
a
cool.
bunch of third graders cheering around
This
him
was
as he
like
eats flaming hot
4 or
Cheetos.
5 years ago, Zach, that you were doing this.
Nice.
Yeah, I
He
only
was
finished
really
third grade
popular
5
with the
years ago, guys.
elementary school kids.
Yeah, it took
You grow up so fast.
until 28, but I eventually made it.
Tune in next week for our discussion on pretzels.
Mr. Zach,
I could talk about pretzels, but that will have to wait at least until after this week's episode
Of what?
of Escape the Dungeon.
Previously on Urban Shadows, a mysterious entity from the past of the powers that be, a damaged spirit called the One Split in Two, has reformed itself by joining with the demon Azrael. Chris called Adrian to try and figure out more. Adrian explained that even if the powers that be were a united front at full strength, which they're not, that might not be enough to undo the One Split in Two's reformation. Meanwhile, Barkhan has ended his business relationship with Bobby in light of Azrael's transformation. Dale made a deal with Asian Arizona, exchanging false information, claiming Vincent van Gogh is behind the beast killings, in exchange for a videotape, with footage suggesting that Ezra's sister Cassie just might be the one who killed Nigel.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Oh, I was trying to convince my sister that we can sacrifice Azrael so that she lets me leave.
Interesting. How are you gonna do that?
Well, she was very mad, right? As you'll recall.
Yeah, she is very mad at you.
And then she was
because-
like, I need to sacrifice a really powerful demon in order for this to work. And I was like, hold on a second.
specifically, what she said is that to restore a damaged soul, you need 10 times the power that damaged it in the first place. Now that could mean a lot of things with a lot of different solutions.
Right. And I offered her one of those. Azrael.
Let's jump back in to the scene with Cassie and Ezra. Cassie is furious with you, Ezra, because once again, you have just not listened to instructions, right?
Ezra, you got to write this shit down.
You have not done the thing that your patron has asked.
Well, I
of
don't think
you.
she recognizes how difficult his soul was to actually get. I think she thinks it was way easier. It would have been a bitch to get if we left it down under there.
She said that getting his soul was not the problem. That's what she said.
She doesn't know. I'm telling you, that shit was deep. She was never
I
gonna
don't
find
know.
that shit there.
It was scary, but it felt like you guys wasn't that
Yeah,
hard
but she
for
didn't
you.
know it was there.
Honestly, I kind of wish you guys didn't go because I sort of thwarted all my evil plans. So kind of a big loss here.
Honestly, at this point, I wish I didn't go.
Yeah. So there you go. Write stuff
I think
down.
we're
next
all
time.
wishing
I
it
don't
didn't
know.
go.
I think the key thing for Ezra right now is if you're trying to calm your sister down by making a promise, right? By saying I'll get you the power that you need. I'll make this right? That's how you're playing this.
Yeah, I know someone really powerful that we can sacrifice.
All right, so you're trying to persuade an NPC with promises, so I would like you to roll with heart.
Oh God, what's my heart?
I'm gonna just assume not great.
Okay, there you are. Heart. Oh, okay, that's actually not great, but not bad. I'm very my mind's the bad one. You got to get me with mind.
I believe it, based off of everything about your character.
So that's just quality role playing right there. 11.
11. Okay, that's very good. So on a hit, they see your point and do as you ask. Essentially what you're asking right now is, give me another chance, calm down.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she's my sister, so I'm probably, like, annoyed that I have to do it like that, but unfortunately, I don't have a soul. Yeah, look, Cassie, come on, look. I've got a big bag demon who's super fucking powerful that we can sacrifice and it'll all work out. And honestly, he's probably the only one pretty much strong enough that this would have worked on anyway.
And you can see that she is, like, burying the anger deep down inside of her. Like, you're trying to sweet talk, you're trying to, play the big brother, right? She's still so mad at you, but what she wants is more important than how angry she is. Okay, Ezra, but you need to understand something. I've got a soul in my back pocket that I can use anytime I want to do what needs to be done. You don't want me to do that. Do you understand?
I do, but I gotta say, I'm surprised I'm 10 times more powerful than a demon. Thanks for the heads up.
There is so much you don't understand. You are putting me in a position where I'm going to have to choose between you and Johnny. Okay? And I am going to choose him if you mess up again. There was a world where I wouldn't have to choose. But you keep making that possibility smaller and smaller. Get out of my sight. I don't want to see you again until you have what I need. Or else you come back crawling with your tail between your legs, failing to do what I've asked you to do again, and you leave me no choice.
Well, I'll go do it. It's fine. Just... Yep. All right. I'm out of here. Ugh. Pain in my ass.
You are so clearly in the wrong, dude.
Siblings, am I right?
Let's cut back over to Dale and Chris, who have just seen this footage about this young woman that you don't recognize who has phased into Nigel's apartment, after a moment phases back out and clearly holding some sort of spiritual soul manifestation of Nigel. What are you guys doing?
Oh, man. Should we find out who this is first?
I mean, I don't know what else to do. Maybe show the others?
Yeah. Let's call the team together. I'm sure everything went fine with Ezra and his sister, so he's probably bored and ready to get to some fun stuff.
Yeah. I wonder what she's like.
I mean, she's Ezra's sister. She's probably a delight.
Ugh, she's Ezra's sister.
Just a girl version of Ezra.
Yeah, so it sounds like everybody's going to be regrouping, unless, Dom, I never want to take the opportunity away from you to do something weird and shady on your own. So,
No, I wanted to group up with Dale and Chris, actually. So
great. Yeah. So Ezra heading back to Chris's place.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone is together.
All right, so this is called a VCR.
VCR?
Yes.
All right. What's
It's like a DVD player, apparently, but it's really bad at it.
No, it's like a brick. What are you talking about?
No, trust me.
No, we used it before. It's crazy. It's gonna blow your mind.
Creates moving images.
It's like one of those old movie reels, right? Is it like, do you need a projector?
No, this was like the next step after needing a projector.
Huh. The missing link.
Yeah. The missing link, exactly.
Wait, is this what they like use in movie theaters though?
No. Anyway, I popped the tape in.
Dale starts the footage showing you guys what Chris and he have already seen.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck off. God, already?
Fuck off. Wait, can you even see what the fuck? This is so bad. The quality is dog shit. I don't even know what's going on.
Fine, I'll digitize it tonight. Give it a 4K remaster.
Really makes you wonder why people care so much about things being on film when old school stuff like this looks so bad.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Sounds like weird nerds.
You'll never appreciate it.
Dale's taking psychic damage. Dale mark a level 1 harm.
It's okay, Dale. I like your old stuff. I think it's neat.
I got piles of it at home. Most of it's security footage from my own cameras, but you know. I saved the ones that got something interesting on them. Like when deer walk by or something. Or coyotes.
Anyway, why is there a video of my sister sneaking into that office?
Okay.
Man, guys, I'm not dealing with this one. I'll give you her number.
Do you think your sister killed, like, the leader of my wizard guild?
I mean, she's a bit of a bitch right now, so maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, she's crazy. She probably didn't do it on purpose, but, like, got possessed by a demon, you know?
You think your sister's possessed by a demon?
But I don't know. She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she is your sister, Ezra.
Fucking got his ass.
Hey, don't talk about my sister like that.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. Yeah, it's a pretty mean thing to say to your sister, but like, you know, I mean, she's the whodunit, so clearly we have a problem here.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, well, anyway, if you want her number, I'll give it to you, but I'm not going over there.
Why not?
So what's you didn't figure out if she's like a demon or what's going on with her?
No, I mean, I think she probably is, because you just don't turn to that much of a cold bitch overnight.
Jesus Christ.
Like, she threatened to kill me like 3 times.
Wow. That's
over a minor misunderstanding.
so uncool of her. Very very totally wild.
It does check out, though. I mean, your best friend Bobby has tried to kill you how many times?
What did you just say?
Well, you guys are like best friends now.
I didn't agree to
I mean,
that.
you guys hang out all the time. You live in the same room.
Literal roommates.
I often see you
Roommates is
guys
a
on the
different
porch
thing.
smoking cigarettes together. Don't pretend that doesn't happen.
Well, it's because none of you guys smoke cigarettes.
Uh-huh. I'm just saying, smoking time, you can see the bond growing.
I mean, anyway, she wants to kill me or Azrael, but we have to kill Azrael first or capture him. I'm not exactly clear if I can kill him, if it'll work,
Okay.
Can we steal a demon's soul? Do demons have souls? Is there like an evil nega soul?
I don't know. Let me ask the guy who sold his soul to a demon. Maybe he would know.
Well, I know. I mean, they have other people's souls, definitely.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, you're asking us, like, any of us would have the answer. Like, I feel like you've had a lot of time to look this up, and now you're just dropping these bombs on us. Like, we might know.
Chris might have a book. You've got a whole library in the secret room with the evil guy.
I just like that you think that Chris would hide all this important demon information from you. Like, it feels like...
No. It's less hiding, more like she probably didn't notice because she's got like a gigantic secret basement.
No, fair enough. You are just thinking out loud. I'm being a dick. Just to be clear, I'm being a dick. Dom, not my character doesn't care that he's being a dick. He would never say that to me.
Quick question. I know we have at least 2 capital C clues in the staff and the diary. Did we have any others that I forgot to write down?
I think this video is one.
Wait, did you say how many clues we needed, or did you not? I don't want to, like...
4.
4 clues. We have 3.
So what are you guys going to do? What's the plan?
Y'all want to go meet Ezra's sister?
I'm standing outside.
Well, not Ezra. Obviously, he's made that clear. He don't want no part in this, and that's fine.
What does she want from you right now? Why is she mad? What did you do wrong?
Azrael.
She wants Azrael from you? That's what she said?
Basically, yeah. That's what I need, a powerful demon soul or something. Like, I don't know if I get the soul. She wasn't very clear if I could just take its soul or if I have to, like, put him in handcuffs and bring him over here.
I think she was remarkably clear about what she needs.
She needs the power of 10 times stronger than the demon that things. That's not super clear. She needs 10 times the power of a lot of power. She did tell me that I qualify, so apparently I'm super fucking powerful, by the way.
Okay, so in our back pocket, we have Ezra's soul.
Yep. Please don't use it.
We'll try. Okay. Wait. She said she needs a powerful soul. She has Nigel's soul. We just watched in the video.
Yeah, I mean, but didn't she look kind of brainwashed to you?
Does she not always look like that? I thought that was just a family thing.
Oh, no. That's unusual.
Okay. That's probably not good to know, but good to know. So I guess we're going to war with the strongest thing on the planet, huh? Fuck.
Ezra, if we go try to talk to your sister, she's not going to try to murder us, right?
Probably not. I don't know if she'd be strong enough to murder all of you. Just probably Dale.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Then we could, I mean, if you guys want to, unless you guys want to try something more subterfuge, but we could just go try to talk to her.
So it seems to me like everybody's got some different things that they want to do, different things they don't want to do. I kind of think now would be a good time to move on to like separate semi-time skippy things, and we'll just, play out some of that. But as you guys start to go your separate ways, investigate your own separate things, does anybody have anything they want to do with each other before that?
Okay. Dale, I have an idea, and I need you to come into this with an open mind before you get mad at me.
Chris, after everything I've seen in the past couple of however long it's been, my mind's pretty goddamn open.
Great. I love to hear that. So, we as a group are taking on the most powerful entity in the city. So, we need help. So, I was just wondering if you could talk to Hannah and set up a meeting with the Red Vineyard Society for me. With,
What?
Hannah and her new boo.
You want me to have a little powwow with my wife's boyfriend?
Exactly. Yep. That is exactly what I'm asking of you.
You might have to use a debt to get me to do that.
I was leading into doing that. Wasn't gonna call it out in character quite like that, but
Mechanically, that was the idea.
yeah, Dale. So you owe me one, and I was just thinking it'd be real great if you could do this for me, because I let you sleep in the spare room. I turned that into a whole new bedroom for you.
With like 2 waves of your staff, let's be real here, of your crystals.
Yeah, I could have forced you to room with Ezra or Bobby, but I thought it'd be funnier if they roomed together. So,
Oh, I was in Boy Scouts. It'd have been fine.
So what do you say?
But yeah, I do appreciate it. So fine, Chris, I'll do this.
Yeah, you will.
Don't push it.
How are you gonna play this, Dale? The last time you saw Hannah and Vinny didn't end on great terms.
No. But being in, and I also have Arizona in my pocket ready to pounce.
Yeah, you have turned him on Vinny. So how are you gonna do this for Chris?
All right. Dale's going to look big picture here because he's a pragmatist and understands that, yeah, a bunch of vampires would probably be a big help against the most powerful being in the city. He also had a conversation with his parents about better communications and relationships. So Dale has 2 ways of going about this. Smooth talk his wife, or threaten with Arizona. But I want to smoosh my wife.
Gross.
Because that voice is just, that voice is more funny.
She's been dating someone else for like 6 months now. You should probably start calling her your ex-wife, huh?
Nah, she's my wife.
You're literally divorced.
Okay.
I do believe you said you were divorced when you created the character, but all right.
This is not necessarily the healthiest attitude to have.
Well, Dale's not exactly a healthy person.
Tyler, set the scene for me.
Dale is going to go home.
Why would you go to my house?
No, my home.
Uh-huh, sure. It's still your home, big dog.
Aww.
It's my name on the fucking deed.
It'll all be all right. You got this. So you're going to Hannah's house.
Kind of nervous.
Don't be.
Are you wearing cologne?
Don't.
No.
Good.
No, I'm just going as Dale. Gonna ring the doorbell and wave at the USB security camera outside.
Did Dale install that himself?
Yes. And it records the VCR. It's a USB camera that records to VCR.
You just can't beat hard copies.
Physical media is forever.
The door opens and it's still got like the chain lock in, so it only opens a little bit of the way. And you see Hannah staring at you. Dale, what do you think you're doing here?
Can we talk?
You Finally. Want to talk? After everything you've put me through for the past few months, Dale, you show up after disappearing and you want to talk?
Well, I want to apologize.
Oh. I don't remember if you've ever said those words before, Dale Tillman.
Well, it's true. I'm sorry for everything. For not being around, for trying to fight. That you're a person that you're spending time with.
She closes the door in your face. And then you hear the chain unlatching, and she opens the door. I got 15 minutes, okay? I gotta get my hair did.
Oh, okay. It's not just you I want to apologize to, though. I want to say sorry to Vinny. You know, I know I've been just such an asshole, and you know, y'all are right. I gotta be an adult about this. Do you think he'd see me?
Oh, Dale. I don't know. You got some cheap shots in on him the other day. And, you know, I have talked about you quite a bit to him. I've told him that you are a good man, Dale, deep down, but you're confused about things and you get obsessive about things, and that's why you and I didn't work out the way we thought we were gonna. You understand that, right?
You're right. I'm confused about a lot of things. And I want to be a good man. I do. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm supposed to do that a good man would do. It's complicated, you know?
Dale, I'd like you to roll with heart.
Yes, sir.
Dale likes rolling with heart.
I love rolling with heart. 10, baby!
Hannah puts her hand on top of yours. Dale, if you really want to apologize to Vinny, I think that's really big of you. And that's a step back in the right direction towards being the man that I used to know. And if you're serious about this, okay. Okay, I'll call him and we can get together and you can really apologize to him, and I think he'd accept. I think he'd appreciate it because he's a good man, Dale. He treats me right. He cares about me. We like each other. We love each other. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I would love to still be friends with you, Dale.
Okay.
Is that something that you can be okay with?
I'll give it a try.
Thank you, Dale. I know this whole situation has been hard on you. And I'm just glad you're given it a chance to go about this the right way.
That's what friends do, I guess.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Dale goes bright red.
I'll talk to Vinny tonight, and I'll text you, okay? And we'll figure something out together.
Would you say this is overlooking a harm?
Maybe. Sell me on that a little bit.
Well, where to start? We could start with packing up all of her shit and putting it on the lawn
Yeah.
for no reason because
Yeah.
because it just fucking disappeared after that. I would say that was quite the inconvenience and shit
And
thing
so
to
you're
do.
saying because she's overlooked this, you think you owe her a debt.
Yeah, I would say it's some way I owe them a debt. But more importantly, it's a circle move and she's Mortalis. Give it to me.
You know,
God damn it.
Sure. I think for everything you have done and now like trying to make amends for it, I would say that Dale owes Hannah a debt. And so you can mark Mortalis.
Aha! I advanced, motherfuckers. I'll talk about it later.
I think we don't need to go by like moment by moment here. Everybody's got, quite a few things that they want to do. We can maybe do this for like a week time skip if you're just going to be like looking into things or making meetings. What does everyone have in mind of what their characters are trying to do now?
Well, we got to go talk to everybody, right? So I guess we got to go talk to Barb, and the Fays are the two people that I'm most interested in talking to.
Yeah, I was gonna set up a meeting with Root, and then set up that meeting through Dale. Were kind of my two go-to moves there.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get the vampires, the Fae, and the hunters, and then the wizards on our side, and the movie action stars.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get in touch with some of those factions. I mean, Chris, what about the powers that be? Because Adrian's been pretty clear with you that they're kind of in disarray right now.
Yeah, I should probably deal with them, huh? I think Chris's plan as of right now was to get some power behind her and then go to the powers that be with like, I got these factions. I'm calling some plays now.
So her priority is getting the outside factions together first and then going to the powers that be.
Yeah, come in with a power play of like, I got all these people on my side. Now I need y'all to listen to me a little bit.
I think that makes sense.
Totally. I think that absolutely makes sense. So that's something that she has put on the back burner for now. So you guys have got the vampires, the hunters, the fairies that you want to meet with. So it sounds to me like you guys ultimately want to hit the streets to get what you need being support from these different factions. I think that's going to take some time. I kind of want to just leave this to the dice for a minute and see where that takes us. So you guys can roll with your various circles. Mortalis for the hunters, Wild for the fairies, Blood for the vampires, and we'll see how it goes.
Night for the vampires.
Oh, night, yes, thank you.
Okay, well, I'll roll Mortalis for the hunters. All right, 9.
On a 9, you are able to hook up with Barb, talk with her about the plan. Remember, she was there when that shit went down, and Azrael formed with the one split in two into this new form. So you're able to find her and talk to her about what you've got going on. On a hit, they're available and have the stuff, but choose one. Whoever you're going to is juggling their own problems, or whatever you need is more costly than anticipated. I think what's going on here is the hunters do have their own problem that they're juggling, and that they are trying to take down a creature right now. Let's call it a
Do a Mothman. That'd be sick.
No, you know what it is.
Skinwalker.
No. Okay. You are able to meet up with Barb and the hunters. And on a 9, you're able to talk with her. You're able to get her to agree. You know, she has what you need. She's willing to support you, but she's dealing with her own thing right now. And that is that the hunters are trying to deal with the remnants of Beelzebub.
That's fair.
There's this weakened demonic entity that is still out there, and they are trying to track down. I think that they, through their various resources, have been able to put some information together that this weakened, semi-destroyed form of Beelzebub is trying to regroup and slowly recover. I mean, they're a bunch of flies, right? They're going to be at like the nearby dump.
Well, he is a trash guy.
Yeah, exactly. And that they know that Moose / aspect of Beelzebub is there, probably isn't going anywhere sometime soon, but needs to be dealt with.
They're like, we're strong, but not deal with him strong. Okay.
Not deal with him without a plan strong.
That's fair. I can help you with that. I'm strong. 10 times stronger than some other demons, apparently.
So that's what the hunters need to help you. Go ahead and give me a roll with... What else were you trying to do? The vampires we'll get to. There was the
Fae.
The Fae. Okay. Somebody else give me a roll with wild to see about the fairies.
I'm trying to find this in the book, but I believe I can use like a debt to add a +1 or a +2 to this roll.
Maybe if depending on how Nate presents this, I might be willing to apply a bonus. Could also just use like a debt to force their hand, you know?
Yeah. I got a debt over root still.
Okay.
So I was hoping to use that to convince them to stand with us, as this will help me gain power in the power circles of the city, and you know, they want to be on my side, and they also will be able to help control the kind of wild side of the city if we take out one of the higher up demons.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you are willing to cash in this debt, I don't think hit the streets roll is necessary. So you meet up with a Root at the pinball museum where he likes to hang out. And as you lay out, you know, everything that you've done for them, that Root owes you, he's like, yeah, okay, Chris, you make a good point. If you need backup for for something, especially if it means that, the spring court can come out on top, I'll make sure you've got backup.
Thank you, Root. I appreciate that. We need your help, and we won't forget it. I promise that.
And he gives you like an awesome bro handshake. And he's jacked. Root is jacked. He's so strong.
Chris is
cool
slightly
and
uncomfortable
handsome.
with the bro handshake, but she gets there.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Oh, this is
Bring it in.
a hug kind of thing. All right, yeah.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Yeah, no,
Bring it in.
totally, bro.
And you do that thing where you sort of like just rotate in a circle as he like pounds you on the back in the hug. There you go. The vampires. We'll get to the vampires in just a second. Bobby, I imagine at some point during this time you're doing your patrols. You're taking care of your territory, right? It's been a little while since we've done this. Go ahead and give me your territory roll, which I believe is with blood, right?
This is correct. That is a 14.
Jesus. Okay, I think that means that basically nothing is wrong, right?
Yeah, I think so, actually. I was just getting excited, and now I just realized this did not... No, wait, what the fuck? God damn.
Perfect roll.
Yeah, I think that just means nothing. Cool.
Strike.
That's good. So that's what I wanted, right? Does that mean I get overhealth for the next fight?
On a 10 plus, your territory is secure and trouble is at a minimum. You're going to take +1 ongoing when you hit the streets in your territory. So if there's anything that you need, that you are looking for, you're going to have easier time finding it.
That is kind of nice, actually, because I was going to hit the streets.
What do you want to hit the streets for?
You could tail my sister.
I was literally thinking about your sister, and I might want to do that more deliberately. So I might want to do the vampires first, just to give myself a second to figure out how I want to approach his sister exactly.
At some point over the next week, Dale, you do get a text from Hannah saying that Vinny has agreed to meet you so that you can apologize. Is this the like opening you want to use for everyone to try and like do this or how do you want to play this? Yeah.
I actually wanted some one-on-one time with Vinny.
Okay. Obviously, Vinny wants to meet at night after the sun has gone down.
Of course.
Why?
Because he's a vampire. Like so many of the meetings in this series, they suggest the Waffle Home, open 24 hours. Hannah's like, he doesn't get off work till pretty late, so if you could meet us at like 10 p.m., that would be great. And the three of you, Hannah, Dale, and a one-eared man named Vinny, sit down at a booth at the Waffle Home.
You can do this, Dale.
Hello, Dale.
Vinny, I presume. Dale very gingerly puts a hand out to shake.
And he takes your hand and like gives it a real squeeze as he shakes it.
Oh, I squeeze back, baby.
Roll with blood.
That's a 6.
Vinny wins the handshake.
He's got the firmer handshake.
Oof, buddy.
Hannah explained that you wanted to meet with me.
Yeah. I wanted to apologize for a little while ago. I wasn't in a great headspace, and well, Hannah says you're treating her right, and that's all that matters to me, I've realized, and yeah, just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Dale, as you are talking, you notice something outside the window. You spot Special Agent Ryan Arizona watching through the window from nearby.
Listen, how would y'all like to go do something elsewhere? This place doesn't really have the right vibe for me. You know what I'm saying?
And what kind of vibe are you looking for, Dale? Tell me about your vibes.
Maybe somewhere a bit more lively, crowded.
I don't know, Dale. I mean, wouldn't that be a little weird? Like, I mean, why can't we just have a nice meal together and then see each other off? You see Arizona talking into a walkie-talkie.
Would you two excuse me? I need to use the restroom. Dale goes into the bathroom, locks the door, locks the stall, shoves the trash can in front of the door, calls Arizona. What the hell are you doing here?
What the hell are you doing here, Dale? Why are you meeting with the beast? We have a sting operation going on. We're gonna bring him in.
This ain't the time to do that yet.
What do you mean this ain't the time, Dale? We finally have him.
Look, you just can't take him yet. We need him for something else yet.
What could you possibly...
Something I might have let you in on, but you had to go and rush things without telling me.
You didn't tell me you knew that you needed him for something.
And you didn't tell me that you were doing a sting operation tonight. What the hell, man?
Well, that should have been obvious, dude. It's been like my #1 priority since I've been introduced to the show to deal with this guy.
How'd you even find this guy? Were you using me as bait, you son of a bitch?
No, we've been tracking him since since you told us about him, okay? This is the first time he's been away from his cronies, and the entire time we've been following him. This is our one shot.
You'll get another one. Not yet.
Dale, I'm gonna need some serious motivation to stall this thing, okay? The wheels are in motion.
Do you know about Azrael?
I've heard the name. What does that have to do with anything?
Everything. What about the one split in two?
What could we possibly gain from letting the beast walk away from here?
Number one, the literal end of the world. Number two, probably the end of Las Vegas. So, you know, one guy who killed a couple drug dealers versus that. Come on, you gotta look at the big picture here with me. This is something that could get you a medal, Special Agent Arizona.
Dale, why is it that every time I'm on the verge of doing something good for this city, you seem to be getting in the way, telling me to stop, telling me to look the other way?
Because what I'm doing's better for the city.
I've got a chance right now.
And you'll get that chance.
Don't you want me to rid this city of Vincent Van Gogh?
No, I want you to rid this city of the one split in two. Or whatever he is now, because he ain't split in two no more. Now he's whole, and he's really strong, and he's gonna do a bunch of bad shit that makes the beast look like fucking neighborhood watch shit, alright? Do you understand? Do you understand that there is bigger things going on that I'm trying to tell you, and you just don't listen?
Just because there's bigger things going on doesn't mean I should look the other way of the big thing in front of me.
Do you want to beat the bad guys, or do you want to do what's right?
I think I can do both.
I'm gonna need something from you to get him to not do what he's about to do, Dale. And you have pulled like a lot of your resources on this guy already.
I know. This is crazy. But Hannah's here, and she's a member of my circle. I have a move called One Way or Another. When you ask a member of your circle for help with a time-sensitive situation, roll with heart. On a hit, they can either agree to lend you aid or owe you a debt. Their choice. On a 10 plus, their guilt is palpable. If they choose to decline, take a debt and +1 ongoing against them, as long as you hold that debt. On a miss, you've asked far too much. Their help costs you a debt if they offer it, and take -1 going to refuse to honor a debt to members of your circle until time passes. I'm going to tell Hannah what's going on.
Okay. You hang up with Arizona, right? You go back to the table. What do you say? Dale, are you okay? You're so sweaty right now.
No, I need you both to listen to me. I need you to put your head down. I fucked up.
What do you mean? What does that mean, Dale?
I might have gotten a little out of my head and may have tried to frame Vinny here for a crime he didn't commit.
Oh my god!
That's a crazy way to start this.
I know!
Bonkers, dude.
You could have said it any other way!
You really listened when Zach said, "What would I do?"
Oh no!
And I know that's a lot to take in, but they're outside right now and we need to get out of here. I didn't know they'd be here. I just noticed them. And that's kind of what I wanted to get to. Preferably just with Vinny and not with you, Hannah. Sorry. But, you know, this is happening and we kind of need to deal with it.
Oh man, dude. Dale is such a mess.
It's like, you guys should stand up and follow me through the kitchen.
You said you can try and convince her in a time sensitive situation, which this certainly is, by rolling with heart.
Yes.
Go ahead and do that.
Roll with heart, baby.
10. Oh, let's fucking go.
So Hannah is like genuinely speechless for a second.
You can be mad at me later. We gotta go.
Dale Tillman, what? You said you wanted to apologize? What is wrong? And like she's about to blow up, right? Vinny puts a hand on her shoulder. It's okay, darling. Dale's confessed. We can put this behind us, can't we? And she like immediately calms down at his touch.
Fuck, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get going, shall we?
And the three of you get up and I think like Zach said, run into the kitchen and cut out the back. And we'll leave the three of you there for a second. I want to go back to Bobby on his patrol.
I think what I would like to do is I would like to tail Ezra's sister, and I'd like to do it by shapeshifting into a dog and following around the city.
Okay.
Aw, nice.
Go ahead. Give me a roll with power. And you can give yourself your +1 on this from your territory being super secure.
That is a 7.
There you go. You needed that +1.
Okay. Is it a corruption move for you to turn into a dog?
It absolutely is.
Okay, so don't forget to mark that. You head over to the direction, of where Ezra has told you he's met with Cassie since she became his patron. Know that generally, like, the area of the city that she seems to hang out in, sort of just outside the strip. And you turn into a dog, and you catch this scent that smells so similar to Ezra, but, just a little bit different. And you start trailing her. And eventually you catch sight of her as she rounds a corner into an alley. You follow behind, rounding that same corner. You round that corner, and suddenly you are not in an alley. You are in a building with old and dirty looking, like, plain brown bricks. There's a wooden door that swings closed behind you. There's not really any windows. There's, on each wall, a small section, taller than it is wide, of just missing bricks that create openings, but no glass or anything. And through these openings, hot summer sun is shining in and providing some level of light in here. The furniture is sparse and very simple, utilitarian. There's really just a wooden table with a few wooden chairs around it.
Peak. It's all you need, dude.
Hanging on the wall, you see a cross. And sitting at one of these chairs around the table, you see a man. A man wearing the attire of what you would guess to be early to mid 19th century. White man. He has strange facial hair, is the best way to put it. Sort of like a long beard, but only from his chin. And you see that he's reading a quite old, dusty-looking Bible. And he closes it and slides it away from him as you walk in. And he says, "Hello, Robert. I've been expecting you. I would very much like to speak to you on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon." Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.